Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video from Type 1 Detour, and today we are going to be doing something that we should have done months ago. I am ashamed of myself to just now be making this video, and if you want to give me a lot of flack down in the comments, I will take it because I deserve it. So we are going to finally be taking care of our tire pressure monitoring system. I bought this before we even had the RV, which we got the RV in July of 2021. I bought this in like June of 2021, and it is now December 2021, and I have not put this on yet. And I completely understand that that is a huge safety risk, and it's something I'm not proud to say that I have not done yet, but we're doing it now. We have the TST tire pressure monitoring system. I'm not sure which model number this is. I think it's the TST 507. So we actually purchased this from Techno RV. We purchase a lot of our items from Techno RV for two main reasons. One, it is a family owned and operated business, so I like to support other small businesses when I can, and the technical support and the customer service is going to beat anything that you can get from Amazon or Camping World or something like that. So when you purchase a product, they will actually email you a list of either YouTube videos that they put together or a PDF of FAQs and a step-by-step process on how to set this entire thing up. You can see on the screen now some of those instructions for this TST tire pressure monitoring system. We ordered this one without the flow-through sensors. So if you are familiar with a tire pressure monitoring system, there are two types of caps that you can get. You can get just the regular sensor caps, and then the flow through. I believe they're called the flow through sensors. Basically, what that's going to let you do is that's going to allow you to add air or take air out of your tires without actually having to take the sensor off. So that is obviously going to be more expensive. Kids screaming in the background. We opted for just the sensors. I did not buy the sensors for the truck yet because I was just using the built-in tire pressuring system that's in the truck, which doesn't do anything about the temperature. So I will eventually add to the truck these sensors. What you're going to get in this box when you do order it is you're going to get the color display. You can get either the black and white or the color. I opted for the color because I prefer to have something that is in color. I like looking at that better than something that's in black and white. The 4 sensors, suction cup, dash, the repeater, and basically everything that you're going to need to install everything. What the repeater is it is going to go on the RV, and it's going to basically boost the signal from the sensors back to the monitor. So, you know, we have a 40-foot rig, plus the truck is almost 22 feet. You know, where the tires are located, you know, you're looking at least 40 feet of distance. So the repeater is going to help boost that signal so there is no interruption of the sensors relaying to the monitor. Now, one of the first things that you're going to want to do, or at least has been recommended, is just get good old-fashioned pen and paper and write down what your pressure limits are going to be. So you're going to want a max PSI and you're going to want a minimum PSI. So you're going to want the sensors to be able to alert you if you have too much tire pressure in there and if your tire pressure is too low. So you want to just write those down, just draw out, you know, I'm a horrible artist, so if I actually show you this picture that I drew, you can laugh about that also. But just draw out your truck and your RV and just put the actual sensors where they're going to be, and then you can label them. That way you know exactly which sensor is going where, and when you set up your monitor, you know where everything is, and you're not looking on your monitor at your, you know, your rear left tire, but in reality it's actually your right rear tire. So just draw everything out, write everything down before you even get started, and save yourself time. The picture that I drew is not even a picture really of an RV, it's just an object. But we have dual axle, so we have just 2 tires on the left, 2 tires on the right. So we use everything as driver side, passenger side. When we're backing in, turning, driving, whatever, we don't use left or right, because we've gotten into the, well, who's left? My left, your left, which way am I facing? So we use driver side, passenger side. So we have D1 and D2. So D1 is the front one, D2 is the back tire, and then P1 and P2. Those are our tires. That's how we figure them out. That's how we communicate everything to do with the RV, driver side, passenger side. Now, I'm not going to go through the entire setup process of click this button, click that button, just because there are some really good videos that are already out there, and I'll link to them below. Chad from Changing Lanes did an amazing video on this. I'll link to that. So the next part we're going to get to is actually putting the sensors onto the tires. Right, so we have everything programmed, ready to go. So we have sensor 1, which is a driver side front, sensor 2, driver side back, sensor 3, passenger front, and sensor 4, passenger back. So we have everything set up here, ready to go. I don't know if you can really see that screen, probably not, but it's going to be giving errors and low PSI readings. So we are just going to get the caps put on, and let's see how it goes. Okay, so we got the first 2 on, so I'm just going to turn this on and just see what it says. This front one here is not registering yet, so we're going to give that one some more time, and then we'll check it out. As you can see, I mean, it's a pretty cold day, so I knew they were on the lower end of air, so of tire pressure, so this confirms that. Okay, so that front one that wasn't working, I took it off and put it right back on, and now it's giving me a reading. So it's giving me a reading of 123 psi, which is basically right where I want to be. The back one is giving me a lower reading, so I think I'm actually just going to take that one back off, put it back on, and just see what it says, just to double check. Okay, so that back one's still giving me the reading of 106, so that one definitely needs some air in it. We'll take care of that. I mean, we're not traveling for almost a month, about 3.5 weeks, so we'll put some air in it just to make sure that it keeps that new pressure. And let's get the other side on now. So this side should be a little more difficult to get to, but we'll get it done. Let's move the bikes out of the way first, and then I think we're just gonna have to climb under here and get to these. So this is what we have here. Let's see if I can get some good lighting here. So 3 out of the 4 are below the thresholds that I set, but I'm okay with that because it's only like 35 degrees outside, so I know that they're going to be lower than what they're going to be once they start heating up and start driving. So I'll definitely check on these again before we hit the road, put a little bit of air in them, get them a little below the max, because like I said, it is cold outside. The PSI will go up once we start driving. So once we actually have a travel day and I can show you the setup of how this is in the truck and how we have it all set up, we'll go from there. We'll take it from there. It's not a travel day. We have had 3 travel days since installing the tire pressure monitoring system and driving with it on. And our setup in here is, it's not perfect. It's not probably exactly the way that I will keep it. I try not to attach too many things. The only thing that I really do have attached is the GPS. So the GPS, let's see if we can go like this. So the GPS sits right here. I like having it right here because as I'm driving, I can see, I don't have to look over this way. It's kind of in my line of sight. I can see it. If I do have to adjust something or my wife has to change something, I can easily just take it off, hand it to her, and then now I would still have one hand on the steering wheel, but I'm holding the GoPro. So that's why it looked like I was driving with no hands. So that goes there. The backup camera, I don't have on at all times. So I only use this when we are pulling out or pulling into a spot. Maybe sometimes if we are merging onto a busy highway or I feel like I need my cameras because it's a tight spot, we'll go ahead and flip that on. And the reason why is because this truck, it has the 12 volt there, up there, and the Garmin and also the Furrion camera, their chargers are the 12 volts. Now I know I can upgrade and plug them in because we do have so it's nothing too special, nothing too creative. I probably will try to mount the TPMS just over here by maybe by the GPS, maybe not, I don't know. I kind of like this little area up here that the Ram has. Like I said, I don't use the camera at all times, so that's not usually there. And if this thing is beeping, I'm going to hear it beep. It's going to alert me if there's some type of change anyway. So I don't need to be looking at it constantly, but I do like to have it up here on the dash so I can at least see it. So far, we love it. We love the TST tire pressure monitoring system. I would highly recommend it. There'll be links down in the description below where you can purchase it. So far, it's been great. We haven't had any low tire pressures. Knock on wood. I don't think there's any wood in here. But we have been alerted when I first turn it on in the morning on travel days because it's too cold, especially being up here in the northeast of Pennsylvania where we just experienced, below freezing temperatures. This has also worked without having the repeater installed. So I have not installed the repeater yet, and it is more because of my own lack of confidence in being able to do it. The way that the repeater has to be connected is you have to connect it to your house batteries in the RV. I'm still, even though we've been full timing for now 7 months, I'm still freaked out by batteries and electricity. I want to wait until I can. I kind of like this little area up here that the Ram has. Like I said, I don't use the camera at all times, so that's not usually there. And if this thing is beeping, I'm going to hear it beep. It's going to alert me if there's some type of change anyway. So I don't need to be looking at it constantly, but I do like to have it up here on the dash so I can at least see it. So far, we love it. We love the TST tire pressure monitoring system. I would highly recommend it. There'll be links down in the description below where you can purchase it. So far, it's been great. We haven't had any low tire pressures. Knock on wood. I don't think there's any wood in here. But we have been alerted when I first turn it on in the morning on travel days because it's too cold, especially being up here in the northeast of Pennsylvania, where we just experienced, below freezing temperatures. This has also worked without having the repeater installed. So I have not installed the repeater yet, and it is more because of my own lack of confidence in being able to do it. The way that the repeater has to be connected is you have to connect it to your house batteries in the RV. I'm still, even though we've been full timing for now 7 months, I'm still freaked out by batteries and electricity. I want to wait until I can sit down with somebody and have them physically show me how to do it, and I know that I'm doing it exactly the correct way and I'm not messing up my batteries or draining anything. I like to be sure, and I'm not afraid to ask for help. So if you're watching this video and you know that you can help me, please leave a comment down below, send me a message, send me an email. I'd love some help because I get freaked out by batteries and electricity. It's a big fear of mine. I don't know why, but so far I haven't had a need for the repeater. So until I need the repeater, I'm just going to not use it, or until I actually can get it hooked up. All right, so that's it for this video. I hope you liked our small little setup and review of the TST tire pressure monitoring system. We will be doing some more product reviews here coming up shortly. We have a lot of products that we've been using and we just have not made videos about. So if you like this kind of video, let us know down in the comments. And if you'd be interested in some of our upcoming product review videos and some of our RV necessity videos that we're making soon, please subscribe. Hit that thumbs up. It takes 5 seconds to do, and it really helps us out there. So hit the thumbs up, hit subscribe. You can even hit the bell to be notified when we post new videos, and we'll see you on the next one.